Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again. We are live back at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant, sitting beside Mr. Ryan Murray. How are you, Ryan?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm so looking forward to this
Oh
one.
yeah, this is it. Barn burner coming down the hatch.
Ben and Joe.
And look at this, of course, for the lag they got to put out number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, love it.
Nothing subliminal about this, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just watching Steven hitting his new cue over on the table, and he made a funny comment. Says, maybe I'll play my next match with this. No, I know he put it away, but yeah, lucky man.
He sure is. I totally forgot about that cue draw. All right, guys. You know what to do. Smash that share button.
Yeah.
Copy the link if you're tuning in on YouTube. Let's get this thing rocking. The lag. And we're on.
These are two guys that you're not going to see a lot of missed balls in this match. I'll tell you that.
Look
right
at this
now.
lag.
If this is any indication.
Who's the best? Joe Spence gets the best.
By Colonel Acorn.
Yeah. Colonel, where the heck did you come with that saying, a kernel of corn? I love it. You're allowed on here anytime, Ryan. When you come up with a line like a kernel of corn difference, my man, I tell you what. That was good. This is going to be a great one, Peter. So Peter, Blake, everybody tuning in, smash it. Copy that link, send it everywhere. Joe Spence, Ben Francis, doing battle. Joe with the break. Game on.
And he just squared it too.
He did.
3-ball.
3-ball finding a home.
And he is wide open.
Oh, yeah, away to the races. Nothing to break out here. Who won the Q draw in this tourney? Mr. Young Stephen Holem coming out with that brand new Predator Road line, I believe it is.
Yep. And he made a comment saying, I've never won a draw in my life.
Right? Blake, I'm hurting over here. Colonel Lacorn. I don't know where you come up with those things, man. What went through your mind? What went through your
You know
mind
what?
coming
My,
up
my
with a
wife
kernel
will
of
say
corn?
I never want to walk even one day in your mind.
Right?
So
And the young Joe Spence here, he has been hitting amazingly well. Some really great pool. Nice little thin end to win. 2 to the 4. Does he chop this into that right-hand side pocket, or does he go downtown with it?
I think he probably will want to take this downtown and get a little bit more control.
Does he use the 8 as a potential stopper?
Unless he's straighter than we can see and he can just jam this in with stop there.
Nice little play off the side rail,
Yeah,
maybe?
he was straighter than we could see, so
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, wants to shoot the gap now between the 6 and the 9. 5-ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. And I think Joe is on a mission to have the least games against him
In the
out of
history a
anybody ever
tournament.
in the history of pool,
Yeah.
right? His
He
first
really
2
is.
matches was 9-bagel, 9-bagel. I know he just won 9 to 1.
Yeah, he put his head down there. He knew as soon as he stroked that ball.
Well, this will bring Mr. Francis to the table with a really good look at a start to draw first blood.
And Ben has been putting in some time on these tables.
That dude is here every time I walk into the pool.
Yeah, he is playing awesome.
Really nice shot coming off the rail there, split the window. Just to take out of the equation whether you're going to get onto the 5 or not. And we'll see him go back and forth, 1.5.
The one thing I that impresses me so much about Ben's game is how deliberate he is.
Yeah. He
knows
hits with
what he's
intention.
doing. Yeah.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. Does he pinch the 6 to the side? A little bit of draw with left-hand spin. Does he have that right angle?
It's hard to
Or does
tell.
he got to go downtown?
I think he's got to go into the corner.
Corner ball it is by the looks of it.
He might have chunked. Oh, he got away with that. He chunked
Oh,
that.
time saver, as Ben would put it.
But
Now
he should be on
7,
the
8.
board here.
Yeah, 7, 8, 10. Draw back. Touch. Same here. Nice little draw on this 8 ball. Put the 8 to the bottom left-hand corner.
You guys out there watching, watch Ben's patterns when he plays today. They're so good. Like,
Yeah, he's patterned really well. But I mean, that's what makes him great on a mic too,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not as deliberate in picking a table apart as what Ben is. I'm more the storyteller.
Yeah, his pool IQ is off the charts.
I would have to agree with you. Just warn me the next time you decide to come out with with the Colonel of Corn comment, okay? That's been one of the best one-liners that we've had on Q Sports Live, I think. Job well done on that, sir. That made me giggle a little.
All right, we'll get to see how Ben's hitting him on that break now.
Yeah. And for small-framed individual, he can sure generate some power on the break.
Yeah, he's not a big guy.
Knee-high to a grasshopper would be what comes to mind for me.
Yeah. My dad would say I've seen more meat on a jam sandwich.
Oh, my goodness. Same type of break.
Yeah.
Nothing down, nothing going. And look at this. This, to me, has potential 3 foul all day long.
It may very well.
With that 1, 2, 3, 6 all clustered up there.
I can't tell the angle, but I wonder if that 1-2 goes. It looks like the 2's ahead of it, but
Yeah, I would say that 2 is down towards the bottom side of the table, while the 1's at the top.
yeah, we figured we were going to
Oh,
see
I think
some
he's going to
safeties
get.
here.
Yeah, he's going to get the window. I think Ben is. Although the window is almost a lead to Nowheresville.
Yeah, it jams either way. The
I'm
one
gonna
ball
look-
will jam on the
See
3.
if
and
I can look down the pipe. Oh, he can clip. He can clip the right side.
is he calling the carom on the 2? What is he called? He called the corner pocket for something there.
Oh, I think he's trying to double jam on the 1 and send the 1 over.
Oh, okay. Catch the backside of the 2 and play it off the 2 or something. I didn't think you could see that much of it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to double jam this. You know how when you play and you get that double hit?
Yeah.
And he's got the angle that if he just straight tops on the ball, double jam it in. Yeah, just like, I mean, good attempt.
Yeah, and
Right.
and
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
he didn't suffer at all there. He may suffer on this shot. Though,
Yeah,
but
he's probably not going to like this one. And I like Joe swinging at this 1 ball, almost like a reverse bank, and then using the 3 ball.
Yeah.
Stick the cue ball into the 3.
and just control
Just
the
create,
speed
yeah,
of the 1.
that's it.
Yeah.
Right,
he
it
likes
opens
your
that
shot
up.
too?
Yeah, it opens that up.
He likes your shot too because he's called the corner.
Yeah,
So,
well, 2-way really, right? Nothing to lose here. Yeah, just jam it into the 3. Perfect. So now table's open and no real aggressive shot that Ben can take. So I'm just going to sit back in me chair, relax here a little bit.
yeah, it's going to take a minute.
Watch the show. Potentially 2 rails around. Maybe catch the 3rd before the 1. On the left-hand side of the 8 ball, just after the side pocket, down onto the bottom rail and up.
Jesse's asking if the match between Janry is happening today. Yes, it is happening. Both matches.
It is. Yep.
And it's being streamed by Panoy, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Steph could give you the exact on that. I don't know whether she's tuned in and watching or not, but and Joseph, how are you tuning in on YouTube? We appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't quite tell. He must not have behind the 8.
No, I think he's
I
zigzagging
think he's-
this too.
I think he might be looking at just tying. Oh, look at this.
Come on.
Look at
How
this.
did you hit it?
What?
Here we go.
Mr. Francis saying game on.
We knew it was going to be crazy.
Wow. He kicks from downtown with left spin.
And like full square. Just perfect control
Wow.
for the 2 as well.
Yeah, and he might be able to cut the 2 in and play the cue ball off the rail off 6 to hold.
Yep. If that happens, he's out. And I like it. I like to send the message early to Joe.
Oh, no doubt. You're in for a dogfight. Yep. Into the face of the 6. Holds perfect for the 3. Pop off the rail. 4 ball bottom right hand corner. 5 goes, 6 goes. You got to favor him to be out here.
Yeah, I mean,
Hardest
I
shot on the
wouldn't-
table is going to be the 9 to the 10.
I wouldn't bet against it.
Nope. Wow. Mr. Francis hitting him. Oh, and he draws even better. Now, if he got straight there, you might see him go forward. A little bit of right-hand spin below the 10 ball back out. Or he could draw this off the right side rail and back towards center table.
Yeah.
I kind of like going forward here below the 10.
I think he's got the angle to draw down 2 rails or
Yeah, it
single rail
depends,
over.
yeah.
Oh, he wants
Look
this to
out.
slow down.
The adrenaline. He's still okay.
Yeah, he's still okay. Yeah, he doesn't want to make any mistakes with an open table. So
No. Gary Spence, how you doing? And yeah, Joseph, we're always doing well. I mean, look at the caliber of play that we get to commentate on. Right? This is the bonus that I think you and I get when we come to a pool tournament. Even though yesterday we had to square off, the biggest bonus I think that we get is doesn't matter whether we make it to the end of the tournament or not, because there's always going to be things here that we get to commentate on.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100%. Wow, did Ben make a mistake there? And see, that's the kind of mistake that can take a man out of a match. So, but I mean, Ben is very strong mentally, but these are the things that he has to avoid.
I would agree.
I mean, he's going to kick at this like a mule, but
Well, and you know what? If you're going to make a mistake, make it early,
true.
right? Because you can still recover from that. You make this kind of a mistake mid or late match, that can be devastating.
100%.
Just got to watch that side rail horn going in 1. Kicked like a mule indeed, and look at this.
He offered his hand in
Yeah.
apology, but I'll guarantee you inside he's laughing.
He's loving it, I can tell you that.
Looks like Joe's going to kick 1 rail off the bottom. He's called the side pocket.
Thanks for the compliment, Jesse, I think. Well, we'll see what Joe is kicking like. Very close. However, in this scenario, close is not going to count. It's going to lay out like a duck shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, he is out here for sure. And these boys are no stranger to each other's games, so
No,
they play a lot.
they've been teammates and road dogs for a very, very long time.
In a little short of pace there again, though, too.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of angle. He can go 2 rails out.
Just want to get the speed right again.
Yeah. And these tables may be playing a touch quicker because of the cool air that has now made its way into Calgary.
Absolutely. And it's supposed to get nastier. I've heard you were saying minus 20 plus.
Minus 28.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's getting cold. Welcome to Canada. Mr. Francis opening up the lead, 2-0 leading over Joe Spence. What a match, guys. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you help us out. Give that share button a little bit of love. Located down on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It is the unwritten rule of free streams when you join. If you're tuning in on YouTube, you can always copy that link. Share that to a couple of different pages. Also, make sure you like it on YouTube. That sends us up in the standings.
And we've got another beast of a match that's underway, a couple of tables over. The other A semi, which is Mr. Stephen Holm and Larry Walper. And it looks like, I think Stephen's up 1-0 in that one.
Wow, did you say minus 28? I sure did. We're heading to the deep freeze. Which is typical. I mean, we've already been down at the minus 28 this year for about 5 or 7 days. Right at the start of November.
Yeah, we had January and November this year.
Yeah, I will. Let me go find.
Just excuse myself for a second.
Yeah, no worries. We've been asked for a ref, and so Mr. Murray's going to go and take care of business. Europe, cold weather is good. It sets the sap in the wood, which makes for good syrup later. I'm sure that does. I just don't need really good syrup at this particular point. I would much prefer warmer weather. Steven's wanting to see a bunch of that weather so he can get ice on the lakes. I'm assuming you're an ice fisher. Sunny +7 in Sydney today. Warren, I missed that while I was on my Mexican Riviera cruise. So I'm not sure if Ben can see the 3. Maybe playing safe here. Maybe the carom. No. Into the 7, but gets away with it once again. Ben Francis getting the better of the rolls so far. Still 70 down here in Alabama. Josh, let me tell you, that is my kind of weather. Same as Matt, 65 in Dallas. Bring it on.
I'll set it up for you again later. I'll show you the edit if you want.
Brent Babcock is predicting 9-0 in favor of Ben Francis. That is a bold statement, sir. Joe Spence has been cracking him with the best of them. Oh, break time already. Break time for the boys. They are heading off, so I will put up the sale of all sales, guys. It is Jam Up Apparel Black Friday sale today. It is the final day. BF25 is your discount code, applicable on the entire website. Everything. Will probably be the first time and the last time that we do a 25% off. But it is there nonetheless. So, Mr. Murray, here's a prediction for you. Brent Babcock says 9-0 in favor of Ben Francis. Yeah, bold statement.
That's a pretty bold statement. He's thinking that the bagel's going to go the other way.
Yes. That would be a feat, that's for sure. And I will say thus far, it is seeming that Mr. Francis is getting the better of the rolls at the start of the match. Just got away with another one here. Joe is hampered on the 3 unintentionally by Ben.
Did they both disappear?
Yeah, they're off taking a break. Which I didn't think was allowed in this format, but alas, here we are.
What, they both hit the washroom, or?
Yeah.
They're both so excited.
Right? Mr. Francis is back. We are in need of 1 Joe Spence. Lucky planned a year ago. No doubt, Warren, you missed that cold snap. But as Mother Nature and the weather in Calgary always seems to even things out, we're headed back down to the deep freeze this week. $76 here, says Damien on YouTube. Not sure where here is, but send it. We need to borrow that temperature up here in Calgary. And so for those that are just tuning in, this is the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket. We are broadcasting in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Started the event yesterday with 53 players. Was a little bit of a staggered entry, depending on your Fargo. And it is 10 ball on the 9-foot tables, race to 9 on the A side. On the B side, or the 1-loss side, you'll head over to the 7-foots, also playing 10 ball, but a race to 7 over there.
Yep. Yeah, they called me over because I've never seen that. The cue ball and the 4 ball were jammed as far into the pocket as they would go. And the cue ball was frozen to the left side of the horn. The 4 ball frozen to the right hand of the horn. And the cue ball and 4 ball frozen in the center.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. John was not happy with my call. I called a double hit because he went towards the side rail, and you could hear a thud when he made contact. He almost had to shoot at the same side corner pocket on the other end of the table to not double hit that ball.
Interesting.
But he did not like my call. But oh well. Physics is physics.
It is true. Chris Demers, great commentary, guys. Hey, you're welcome. We appreciate everybody tuning in. And while we have the break in the action, Joe is now back. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you've gone onto our Facebook page, hit the like button, or on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified each and every time we go live. It'll be Rod Arriagada out of CSL Winnipeg for the most part up until the new year. And we may do the Hair of the Dog tournament January 1st.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Indeed.
Yeah, everyone looks at their absolute best for that tournament.
Right? We will not win any beauty awards then. What's going on? Spanner tuning in from Ireland. So far we've got Ireland, we've got Germany. Where is everybody tuning in from? Let us know. Your couch does not count.
We've had some snow, not a ton. We got at the beginning of November, we got probably 6 or 8 inches, and then.
Well, we got more than that. At the start of the snowfall this year, there was probably a foot on my deck of accumulated.
Oh, really? I didn't get that much down in the south.
Oh, yeah. I put a picture out on Facebook, and we definitely got hit with a dump of snow, and then it was extremely cold there for 5 to 7 days. And then in true Calgary form and fashion, we warmed up again. Got onto the plus side of the temperature scale.
Yeah, we got a couple of Chinooks there, and
sure did. Yeah.
Oh, we got looks like
New Mexico in the house.
Talavera. Welcome to the stream, sir.
Indeed, Oklahoma in the house. Kissimmee, Florida. How are you, Kathy? Austin, Texas on YouTube.
Awesome. Glad to see y'all tuning in. You are turned into a beauty here between Ben Francis and Joseph Spence, two of the premier players here in Calgary. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't mind saying two of the premier players in this country.
I would agree. Yeah. Pitt Meadows, BC for Gary. Indiana for Scott. Olds, Alberta. Blaine tuning in. Trinidad for Damien. Thanks for tuning in.
Ben is just completely on stroke today.
Oh, yeah. Trying to recuperate from being sick, says Clark. Kentucky's in the house. Texas. We got them from all over the place here today.
That's awesome.
All over the planet.
Speaking of Kentucky, I could use a bourbon. Or a tea.
Well, I thought you were going to say fried chicken again, but... which isn't a bad option, but I'm more in favor of Popeyes in that case. Warren says recliner for me.
Ben's got a good angle here just to follow through this ball, come back up middle table, or you can put a hair of juice on it if you'd like.
Dang near back to where he's at right now.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
You put a little hair of juice on her to get it over there.
This will also work.
Player's preference at that point.
Oh yeah, from here you could draw this, you can top this. There's shooter's preference. Yeah, nice little touch draw from Ben there. Staring down the neck of the 10 for a 3-0 lead. To the heart of the pocket. Ben opening things up here as a formidable opponent in Joe Spence. It is moving time, sir. You don't want Ben to start running away.
No.
He is a very, very, very tough guy to catch up on.
He is very much a front runner, that's for sure.
Well, and then the opposite. If Ben's down, don't ever let up off the gas.
No, for sure.
I've seen twice in a race to 9, Ben being down 8-1 and came back to win both times. Once against Eric Vargas, once against Eric Moore.
Wow, amazing.
Always think of the difference of food and Americans. Oh, yeah, brown gravy. Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh. I have not eaten yet today.
I know.
And that just made the old tummy growl.
Yes, indeed.
Got a little unfortunate there with the break where the one ended up kind of locking onto the one ball. We'll see how he handles this. Does he chip off that left side of the one, send the cue ball down behind the 6-10? Leave the one ball as best as you can behind the 3? Or in line with the 3?
I'll tell you, when we went down to Florida with the fam the one year, we ended up staying a couple of nights along the way, and one of our stops was Kentucky, and it was the first time I was ever introduced to a grit and eggs and grits. And when they give you breakfast sausage there, you're expecting what you get here, those little tiny links.
Yeah, yeah.
No, the ones you get there are the size of a baby's arm. Like, it's a breakfast, I'll tell you.
Where's that at?
Down in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on ski. Great shot there from Ben.
Yeah.
Gets it locked in. Joe's going to have to go off this bottom rail into that one ball. Hopefully send it up and hit it direct into the face. Send the cue ball up just past the 9 ball, past the side pocket in line with the 4. And even if you let the cue ball leak out there, it does make it a little bit tougher.
Yeah, Joe's got to get some love here. Got to get something going.
Oh, yeah, the brown gravy. Oh, so good. That I don't think is going to work. I think Ben will have the, at minimum, the 1-9 combo.
I don't think you got a rail there. Oh, yeah, the one ball did catch it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought he got in behind it a little more.
I don't know if the one goes direct past And of course, it does. Shoots
Sure
the
does.
eyes off of that ball. Just an FYI, we do have music in the background. Will YouTube get you for that? They may. We've had it kind of at the same volume level all day. What we're hoping is between Ryan and I, we just keep on blabbering enough that it
Drowns it out.
somewhat drowns out the music from those bots that detect it, and they don't shut us down for it. But if they do, we can drown it out. And I think there's probably a 10 to 20 second window that if we don't talk in, then yes, they may
might
potentially
pick it up, yeah.
catch us. However, I don't think we've had really a moment of silence when both Ryan and I are on the mic together.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
We do. Because some of those one-liners that you come up with, Ryan, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm never alone when I'm by myself, Grant, I'll tell you.
It's so true. The voices in my head keep talking to me.
I work alone, so I got a lot of time in my truck where I'm...
Is that the key?
Yeah, I think so.
Work alone and just develop that crazy mind? Which I really appreciate. It makes commentating a whole lot easier, I can tell you.
Ben is hating bridging into this pocket right now. That's why he's taking so much time.
Yeah, but you know what?
Hit
He
that
just
real
strokes
good.
that ball so well. And he has just been playing some unbelievable pool as of late. Not to take it away from Mr. Spence. He's got certainly a formidable opponent. But Ben looking to make his statement early on.
Yeah, this 10 ball is so much more of a momentum game. If you can't get in there, it's really hard to get started. As far as rotation games go,
yeah.
9 ball is so much easier. I mean, you
Yeah.
can sit in your chair for a couple of racks and, you know, but for some reason, it's a hard start with 10 ball.
I would agree. Ben Francis came to play today.
Jamie Joaquin says Ben makes those tables look big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're the size of my thumb, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely that. They have certainly turned the music up, however.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go over and see if they can turn this music down because it is getting a touch loud here.
I wonder if we can.
I'm going to
Get
take
the
a quick little
attention of
walk,
some-
Ryan, if I can leave you to man the fort.
Absolutely. All right. Ben Francis looking really strong here. And he has been practicing this break for a number of days now. He was breaking off the table before, and he's moved his hand back to the rail. He's not getting any love today, though, for some reason. Now, this is where Joe Spence needs to pounce. He's got a great look at the 1 ball, easy to control to stay on the 2, and I don't see any reason why Joe doesn't get out here. He's usually very, very comfortable with this kind of a layout. Yeah, perfect start. I'm not sure if he's got the angle to follow up for the 3 ball, though. Got a little straighter than he wanted to. Maybe he can cheat this to the right side of the pocket with some spin and spin to the outside of the 4 ball and 10. Or if he can juice it straight back over to the other rail, he's got enough angle to juice it right back. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, he's looking pretty good now. If he solves the 3-4 here, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be the first game Joe puts on the board. So
Your 4x4 is on its way, sir.
thank you very much, sir.
No worries. Did I miss anything? Anybody run a rack while I was away?
Oh, Ben came up dry on the break, and Joe is away to the races now. So
Yeah, and it's looking good here. I don't mind forward and try to split that window between the 9-10.
I'm assuming that's what he'll be looking for too. Just straight tops and come up through.
Oh, he tried to hold it. And hold he did.
Yeah, he's got it for the side.
But does he have the correct angle?
He's got to go to the side.
Yeah, I was thinking he was playing that to the corner, but it doesn't go to the corner.
No. The nice thing here is, though, if he can, even if he draws into the 6 or 7 or rolls into the 6 or 7, as long as he hits it, one of those balls flush,
Yeah,
he'll be okay.
I would think you want to punch right in the face of the 7 ball.
Yeah, he's good. Oh, see, again, it went behind it, and I think he's done. I think he's half ball hooked.
Yep, he sure is.
I didn't
And
like
Joe-
the draw off that. I think he would have been better off just to, roll that in with tops and.
Yeah. But Joe is just not getting the rubs and the rolls. They've pretty much all gone Ben's way.
And Ben hasn't needed many rolls.
He
He's
hasn't needed them, but
yeah,
I mean, when you do need them, they come up in a big help,
absolutely.
right? And
Yeah,
or they can come up like this and kind of put a nail in a coffin.
If he can see any part of this, he'll look to hide. If he doesn't think he can get the hide, this man is very proficient with the jump.
Oh,
so
I would tend to think he's this has got to be a jump. I would think, unless he's there, he's down in it. Oh, he was just dead straight. That's why.
Oh, okay.
He was on it, just dead straight.
And he couldn't get his cue between the rail and the ball to dig into it.
Yep. Just don't answer yourself, says Joseph on YouTube. I do that lots. I have full-on conversations with myself in my head. I argue with myself.
Yeah, well, just last Friday, I kicked myself off the job site. I was here all day.
Did you ask the boss, though?
Had a conversation about it while I had a tea, and then, yeah.
Decided that's it. I'm
That's
kicking
it.
myself off the job. I love it. Oh, tries to play safe.
Does not get
I don't think he got there. I think that gives Ben full pocket on the 6.
And you watch this guy, he'll get up here and rifle this in.
Oh, yeah, he'll spear this in from downtown, man. It's one of those shots that's in his bag of tricks
Yeah,
that...
he loves this
Oh,
shot.
and he's so good at them.
Yeah. Man, it must be nice to have young eyes again.
Oh, please. Could I? Oh, catches the horn. But again,
Yeah, he got
he
the roll.
gets away with it. And yeah, Joe is just getting completely frustrated. I don't know if you saw his body language there.
Yeah, I certainly did.
Yeah, but just completely frustrated at this point. And again, right, it's at this point you gotta tell yourself, look, he's getting the rolls. That's gotta change. I'm just gonna stick with it.
I
Stick
agree.
around. Try not to get too frustrated, as hard as what that is. We've all been in this spot,
Yeah. Well, and the thing
and
is,
there's nothing easy.
you don't want the frustration to sit in too, because that's when you start making the wrong decisions
Yes,
as well.
of course. Keep your emotions in check.
He might end up pretty good here. He's going to kick in behind it and send the 6 ball, what he's hoping, one rail just before the side pocket and end up down on the short rail behind the 8 ball and kind of try to hold the cue ball right there.
It's
But
it's tight no matter what. I do like coming underneath the 6 as opposed to trying to go off one rail. I don't think going the side rail kick really leads to anywhere good. The
Yeah.
underneath could potentially, depending on how well you execute that. Even if you come up on the left side of center of the 6 ball and send the 6 into the right side rail all the way up table, right? It's the weight control at that point.
well, he's called it in the bottom left corner, either the 6 or the 10 ball.
Oh, so he's really trying to create something.
Yeah, but if he catches the backside of the 6, he's gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the cue throw.
Yeah, the javelin toss across the room.
He tried the old one pocket shot there across the face and go 3 rails to the corner. I really don't hate that shot, but
Well, he listen, he landed good, right? I don't think 6 passes the 9 here. The faculty meeting. Oh, that's good.
Thank you. Just had my tea delivered.
Oh, Brent says Vargas is turning Carlin into a fish. Does that mean he's shooting holes in him?
I don't think Carlin appreciated if they coined the phrase shooting a Carlin in a barrel, but
Touche, sir. Touche. Yeah, nice little separating safety using the 9 here. Oof. Maybe the 7.
yeah, he hit that perfect too. Oh, maybe
It
not.
leaked.
That kept
It
rolling.
leaked, but I'll tell you, Joe is shooting off of the beach all the way from downtown, and there's nothing easy about it.
No,
0.
this is exactly.
Oh,
what he
here's the shot.
Speared in though.
If you can see enough and you can chip the left side of the 6, the Z shot cross into, send the 6 into the 10, and the cue ball back up top.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's exactly what he was just looking at too while you were explaining it. He may want to try and bank this cross corner. I just don't like it.
No, because
Yeah.
it doesn't really lead to a favorable outcome if you miss it. Where if the intentional safety is the Z shot, send the 6 into the 10, cue ball back up top, that can end well. Well, he tried the 1 rail to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Tried to bank the 6 into the 10.
And you know what? He's not come up too bad. It's
I
a
think Ben's
bit of
going
a
to
cut.
spear this thing in like he's going to eat this for lunch.
The 2 rail scratch behind the 7 is completely on the menu on this shot, so he's got to watch his speed here, unless he's going to try to draw it straight back down table.
I think he's going straight over to the right side.
Which
Right
brings-
side and back, just like this.
Yeah, well, he hit that good.
And not so rewarded. I think he's pretty dead straight on the 7 ball.
With the way he's hitting the ball,
You
cue
may
ball could be on the floor. I still would have bet against him not netting that ball.
right. It could be on a completely different table. I think he's just going to have to straight pump and draw this.
Yeah. And this kid's got a stroke on him too.
Oh,
so-
and just so easy. Book. Look at how far he draws that ball with such little effort.
Yeah, the ball almost stays on the spot and spins for a minute before it takes off. It's pretty cool. Like, he's just awesome.
Yeah. Well, and it tells you he is just pure stroking.
Yeah, he's having fun out there.
Yeah.
And 5-0.
Wow.
I'm gonna say
I would
it.
not have seen this coming.
I'm gonna say it. I don't see Joe coming back from this.
No, I think with that last little rub or that last safety that Ben got there, because he wasn't trying to go up behind that 7 ball. But with that last little rub, that certainly got inside the head.
Yep.
Right now, Francis is living rent-free inside of Joe's mind.
And like we said, you cannot take a break to go cool down or cool
Nope.
Ben off. It is play till you drop.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, this is what happens when an unstoppable object meets an immovable force.
Yeah, exactly. Stephanie says something too easy for either of these guys to run a 6-pack. LOL. Oddly or funny enough, we watched Joe run a 5-pack just the
Oh,
other day.
absolutely.
And,
You bet.
So
I think it was a 6-pack.
it might have even been the 6-pack. Yeah, he might
Yeah.
have won the 6th rim.
Yep.
So they are both capable of it.
Ball in. 8 ball might come spoil the party, though. Sure did. The 8 and the 3.
Yeah, and there's the end of the rolls.
That's it.
I heard something from somebody else the other day that Justin Bergman ran an 18-pack against young Skyler, not Woodward, the other Skyler.
Was it an 18 pack?
It was 18 or a 19 pack, and then I guess Skyler got back to the table, and then he busted a 5 or a 7 pack after that.
Holy.
Yeah, I'm not 100% who told me that.
Well, listen, Justin Bergman is a phenomenal shot.
That is, well, you don't make the Mosconi Cup team.
No, of course. I think he's probably a little bit underrated in terms of being mentioned in the top pros names because he doesn't go out and compete.
Yeah, he doesn't like to fly, right?
Nope.
So the only question I forgot to ask is whether he was doing it on a 9-foot or a 7-foot. But either way, I don't care. That's amazing. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Holm is just on the throttle over with Mr. Walper. Looks like he's up 5-0 in that match.
Yeah. Rob, what such shaft did you guys settle on? So I'm now to the 12-4 Revo. The 12-4 for me gives me the best of both worlds in terms of option choices of what they have. But you know, to me, it doesn't really take away from the Jacoby Black. I think the Jacoby Black is a phenomenal piece of equipment. I really like that Pro Taper, but the difference is it's very slight from the Black to the Revo. But the power transfer, when you've played with a carbon fiber for long enough, the slightest of difference is noticeable once you've acclimated, and the transfer of power on the Revo I think is a little bit better because of the technology how they're made.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, so that's what I've settled on is the 12-4.
It's a beautiful shaft. Look at that. Scotty Gerhardt says it was incredible to watch. It was an 18-pack. They even postponed covering the other games until he was done running.
Wow.
Yeah, and he went 7 after the 18, says Will Totten. Awesome, guys. Thanks for the
confirmation.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. So this is a rack I think that Joe needs to get out on.
Yeah, he has to.
If he does not get out here, he does stand the chance of a 9-0. Because mentally, I don't know whether he would recover.
And you know what? If he does get out here, I look for him to put 2 or 3 together.
Oh, I would
get
agree.
Right back in this.
You are correct. Joe is not one to ever give up.
Oh, wow. I have never seen Joe struggle like this.
No, I would tend to agree. And you know what? I'm wondering if a lot of that is because Ben came out of the gate hot. Got the rubs, got the rolls. He's now finding himself 5-0 down. And it's like quicksand, right? We've had that conversation several times, right?
100%.
Once you start making those mistakes and you know, you find yourself on the wrong side of a rub or a roll, it's like quicksand. It just tends to keep drawing in on you.
Yeah, and the harder you fight, the worse it gets. All right, Scotty posted it up. Thank you very much. Template rack bar box. Okay.
So Justin opens with a 5-pack, then some safety exchanges, an unfortunate scratch from Skyler. Puts the score at 13-1, 26 with the spot. When Justin goes on a rampage and runs 18 racks in a row. Wow.
Yeah, he was getting 25 on the wire. Yeah, yeah. I don't care what size table you're playing on. I mean, you know, the next person that runs 18-pack on a table in 9-ball, give me a call. Let me know.
Yeah, right. That's not going to get there.
Post your video.
That's not going to get there. So obviously something's got inside the head of Joe, and I think it's exactly that. The fact that Ben came out and can't take anything away from Ben, right? He came out firing, and a couple of rubs that went Ben's way, but against Joe, and I think that's now plaguing inside the mind of Mr. Spence.
Well, you know, it is much easier just after the match just to take Ben outside and rob him anyway.
Oh, well, right? I mean, he's such a small guy. You can just wrap him up.
Joel will stick him in his glove box for a couple of days.
Oh, God, I love it. Right? You could put that man in your pocket and nobody would notice.
Oh,
Keep him with your loose change in there for a little bit.
Well, we need to do the math on how many bends you can get into a Cadillac trunk.
Right.
I'll bet you.
What would the over-under be?
Yeah, what do you guys think? How many Ben Francises could you get in a 1965 Cadillac trunk? Let's see what the responses are.
I'm going to go with the baker's dozen.
He's about 5 foot and
5 foot nothing.
100 pounds maybe.
Yeah, soaking wet on his best day.
So
But the heart of a freaking lion.
you got that right.
Looking good for a 6-0 lead.
Yep.
And the way that Ben's shooting, I hate to say it, but I don't know if there's going to be recovery.
I don't know. I don't think
The
so.
only way that Joe recovers is to get up, put everything behind him on his next opportunity, run that rack, and then put a 6-pack on it.
Yep. That is the only way.
Yep.
If he cools Ben in his chair for 3 or 4 racks in a row, we
Yep.
might see a different outcome. But
I
failing
agree.
that,
Yep, I would agree.
right now, I think the only way Joe Spence that wins this match is with a gun.
This is for Jesse. Or Ben or Jesse.
Yeah, and Ben just putting on a clinic, taking advantage. And this is one of the things, right? Is these guys are road dogs, they're brothers, they're teammates, the whole works. And when the rubs and the rolls go your way, do not feel guilty about it. You take them with grace, because the complete flip side is going to be true in the next tournament or another time, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And, you know, you got to be able to fade it. And sometimes the pool gods are just kind of putting it out and
Yeah.
saying, look, you're not meant to go through undefeated on the A side.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
going to have to go battle it on the B side.
Some days, dude, you're the truck. Some days you're the road.
That's it.
And there's no rhyme or reason. You can be shooting, practicing just before your match, and put a 10-pack together, and then get on the table, and nothing goes right.
Yeah.
So there's no rhyme or reason to it, and you start questioning yourself. What
No,
am I
well,
doing? You know,
and
my
it's-
stroke's no different. I'm hitting the ball the same. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it seems to be, like I said, it's like quicksand.
Yeah.
And the harder you fight it, the deeper in you get. Draw straight back, beautiful break, gonna dress up perfect, one to the side pocket, chop over an up table for the 2-ball. He is looking poised to take a 7-0 lead. Brent Babcock coming through with the prediction
Yeah.
so far.
Post
on
your
YouTube.
address there, Brent, for Joe.
Right? You want to care to take a wager of what the lottery numbers are going to be
Yeah,
that
yeah.
win?
Because anyone that would have heard that prediction from Rack 1 would have laughed at you here.
Well, I kind of said that's a pretty bold statement. You know who you're talking, right? Yes,
Wow.
you can't take it away from Ben Francis, but dang, he's competing against Joe Spence.
Oh, it's good to see Larry's put one up on the board now. It's only 5-1.
Oh,
He
look.
didn't jam on the 7 like he wanted to.
Needs
and
some breaks. He's hooked.
Don't think he got there.
Nope.
Holy smokes.
Wow, that ball just hit and rolled
Yeah.
forever.
He got a spinner there for sure.
By the way, Justin did that on a 7-foot. His break was robotic. Wow, yeah, without doubt.
Yeah, he said Gary Spence is saying that he used template with a soft break, but still, great run. So.
Yeah. What did the total score end up being? Last I saw was 32-26 after he ran the 18. What the?
Did you come on?
What
Over
the,
everything, and he speared that in with
What
his
the
jump cue.
what?
Yeah, this Ben is just not going to miss today. That's the end of it.
Did you just see that jump shot?
Unreal. He's just not going to miss today.
Talk about being robotic. I mean, was he listening to our conversation?
And he jumped it with
Holy-
right spin.
Yeah. Just pure classic Ben Francis.
And look at his face, man. He is zoned in. He's
Oh yeah, the dude is on a mission. Might have to take this 6-ball, draw to that left-hand top side rail, and put the 7 into the right side pocket. What a bloody shot that was.
I can't believe, I'm having
Yep, full table. Full table, full cue.
jump
I'll
with
just-
rights.
I'll just spirit right in the eyes.
Wow. And I think maybe you should have told them for all songs. They only turned it down for one by the sounds of it, and now it's louder than it was.
Yeah. Unreal. Yeah, just as I thought there, off that left side rail, 7 to the side pocket. And look at this.
Yeah, just cue ball on a string.
How
too.
about perfect?
Cue ball on a string?
Perfect. Well, I mean, what a treat. Sunday afternoon, 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, where else would you want to be?
Right?
So, and he's got perfect angle just to roll through this ball, and he's dead on the 8, and nothing from there.
Yeah, insane. What is the score in the other matches? Stephen Holem versus Larry. I believe is 6-1.
Yep, Stevens
For
up
Steven.
6-1. And then we got a couple of
Sean
B-side
McKay
matches going.
and I believe John Savoy. 4-2. Looks like John Savoy leading over Sean McKay.
John Savoy has been,
He's
in
been
the
on a
last 6
mission.
months, his game has come leaps and bounds.
Oh, look at this. Sean Yee, Brady Golan tied at 6-6.
Oh, Hill.
Sean Yee at the table with the 7, 8, 9, 10 to eliminate Brady Golan.
And it's, Ben's a little hampered by the 10 ball here. He certainly didn't want to get there, but
He didn't,
shouldn't
but he'll
pose any
smooth
problem.
stroke this in.
Yeah, he's going to draw it too, just
Oh yeah, just because.
he's left himself a little funny on this.
He
10 ball.
did, but I don't really see Ben missing this. If he does, he may miss on the pro side. Send the cue ball 2 rails back up table. Wow, Sean Yee on the 10 ball. Nothing to it but to do it. To take Brady Golan and send him on his way back to BC.
And a perfect shot on the 10 ball by Ben.
Wow, 7-0 Francis over Spence. What a match.
Yeah, we have our winner, Sean Yee, over Brady Golan.
Just started watching. Has Ben been shooting like this the whole set? Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, Blake. Yourself and anybody else that's in and around the Calgary area, you want to see this stuff live. Come on down, Leather Pocket. It's unreal.
Yeah, we are down to just a handful of monsters left in this tournament, so there's not going to be one match that's being played now that isn't amazing.
And Sean Yee indeed pots the 10, takes out Brady Golan, sending him on his way back to BC. But we appreciate you coming down, Brady. It has been a minute since we've had Brady Golan in the house in a tournament for a Calgary event. So we appreciate the trip. It was always good to see you, a true gentleman of the game and a phenomenal talent.
Barb McTavish says Ben Francis is amazing. Giving Ben a little love there, yeah.
Of course. We go way back, Ben and Barb and I. Oh yeah, he is in true Ben Francis mode.
You got that right.
And Joe just looking to get one on the board. Hits the 10 in the face, doesn't want the cover on the floor. He's all right. No big issue here. He's got his earbuds in. And you know what? Even with a score of 7-0, you put Joe on that table with a 6-pack, and we could have a drastically different result than what we're staring at.
He's got the game for it. He's got the break for it. He's got all the tools.
He sure does.
Like I said, he just hasn't been able to gain any traction right yet.
Yep.
But this could be the one that gets him on the board, gets
I
his
agree.
confidence up.
Well, at some point, the nerves are going to leave. At some point, you just got to say, well, destiny says that I'm perhaps not supposed to win this, so I'm just going to free stroke everything.
Yep.
And it's at that point that's where things tend to start rubbing and going your way.
Absolutely.
But if he applies too much pressure on himself, right, to just prove that he belongs, or say, hey, I'm going to hang with Ben, you apply too much of that self-imposed pressure on yourself, and that's where things go wrong.
Yeah, here we go. His arm looks a little more loose.
Yeah, starting to strut.
I think it's
That's the one thing I look for in Joe Spence.
Yeah.
He starts strutting around the table, you're in trouble.
It really is. He's kind of like that boxer from the old days, Max Baer. Just
yeah.
walk right into you.
And then he's like a freight train. Good luck trying to stop him. Nice shot. Floats over, gets perfect on the 7 ball. He is in fine form.
And regardless what happens at this match, he's only goes to the 1-loss side. And then,
Well, yeah, good. I don't want to be his opponent.
yeah, and I'll tell you right now, everyone, as soon as Joe goes or Ben goes over to the 1-loss side, they'll just start packing up their cues. So, and then they could very well meet back here for the final again.
BC is shipping Brady to the Army now. It's official. I kind of heard the tail end of a rumor that he was explaining that he may potentially be looking his way to move out this way.
Coming down here. Mm-hmm. In the process of selling their house. Or sold their house, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. When a shooter starts stalking the table, I know I'm in trouble. I would agree. And we all know Joe Spence is exactly that. He is a shooter. And I like just stunning the ball here. I don't think you really have to do a whole lot, and I wouldn't want to see him do a whole lot. Just hit stick. Might have to spin the ball a bit just to hold it. But this is what makes him Joe Spence.
Yeah. He got a 1/4 of an inch of a better angle that way, and
Yeah,
that
of
works
course.
for him.
Yeah. I was just going to say take the 9 to the left side pocket. No sense trying to do too much there.
And here we go.
Oh, yeah.
His
Here
co-
he is.
Yeah. And his facial expressions
Oh, yeah,
completely
he's stalking.
changed. Oh, I wish he would have done this at 3-0.
I'll tell you, well, this is exciting now. This is
Let's see
exciting.
what
Joe's in stock mode.
Can you imagine if it
Oh,
come back to
man,
7-7?
I'll tell you what a treat we'd be in for. Wow.
Joe has such a good break, too.
Yeah. Unbelievable. At some point, I do need to eat something, but that point is not right now.
No, I go nowhere.
So if he gets onto the low ball on the table. Look at this too. Watch it kick.
Yeah, it's setting up and the 4-ball
Oh, yeah.
side. He's out here for sure. Here we go.
I love it.
What did I tell you about his break? What did he make, 3 there? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We are in for a treat, y'all.
Oh, look at Ben's facial expression. He just slunk down in his chair.
Oh, no doubt.
What?
Because he knows. Joe's in stock mode.
His face went white and he just slunk down in his chair.
I can almost tell you that even with a 7-1 lead right now, Ben ain't comfortable till it's over.
Oh, 100%. Oh, you're getting some love from Barb now.
Yes, Barb's a great lady. Her and I go, God, how long have I known Barb? 25 years, somewhere in that neck of the woods. And I appreciate
He
my-
miscued.
Oh, no.
He miscued.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That takes every ounce of that momentum that he
That's-
just stalked
yep. Gone.
and gutted it.
Gone. And Ben
Oh,
went
yeah.
from a slump chair to a jack in the box.
Wow, I can't believe that. Touch draw back to the same spot, same angle anyway. I can't believe that just happened. And I think
Oh, wow.
regardless of
I'm still in
anything
shock.
that happens, that's the nail in the coffin
Yep.
right there.
Yep.
That's just gonna gut you in stock mode and then just get kicked in the face.
Wow.
Well, and again, right, it goes back to that same point that I made. When the pool gods decide it is not your time,
That's
it
it.
is not your time.
That is true. Yeah, I wish you guys that are watching or listening from home and watching from home could have seen the two faces on the players.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was like
A complete role reversal.
it was unreal, and Ben literally was halfway between packing his cues up.
Yep. And to see that flip again, right? The very second that happened, and
Yeah.
you could just watch the life pour out of Joe, and Ben just pick it all up and say, okay.
That was. I wish I could have recorded that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that is a turn, but it's still not over yet. We are a race to 9, not 8.
That's right. But to put himself on the hill. And indeed, Mr. Francis commanding. I think at this point,
Yeah,
it is an undeniable lead that will not be come back from.
well, I'm so
Only due to the now if Joe would have had to play a safety or something along those lines, I think he's still in to win. The fact that he just miscued or whatever happened on that shot with the 4-ball, gutted.
Yeah, he was just digging into it a little bit with bottoms to sneak out for the 5 and just scooped right underneath it. And it looked to me like he almost was between shots and kind of
Yeah,
decelerated on it, or
didn't fully commit,
yeah,
right? And I think he potentially, in my opinion, may have got a little bit ahead of himself. Right? He's in stock mode. He knows he's got the run of the table. And just did not concentrate on what he needed to do, which was easy enough. And how many times have we seen that? All the hard stuff, you know, you spear in from downtown or whatever. It's those easy cuts, those
Yeah.
easy shots where
Yeah.
it's the lapse in concentration
absolutely.
that gets you.
You think it's a hanger, and not so much. I kind of like this new little break that Ben is playing
Yeah,
here, where
they-
he's drawing it straight back to the rail to take the kick out of the.
It's funny,
out of
it's
play.
like they're little synchronized swimmers. They go around in the same pattern.
Yeah. I mean, it's still his cue ball got kicked a little bit up to the top corner from the back rail, but
Well, and can he now listen? I've seen Ben cut stuff that is uncuttable. If there's anybody that can shine the or shave the shine off of a ball, that's the guy we're staring at. Ben Francis.
Yeah, like I said, his vision is amazing.
Just
Look,
like this.
and look
yeah,
at the
all the way
speed.
back up. Going to get a little bit of love on the 6-ball.
misses the 6 all the way up, and then almost missed it on the way down. Like,
Still not over yet, though. Does 3 go by 5? I think it does.
yeah, he's got 3/4 of a pocket there. He's just
It's
got to
tight.
make sure he gets he wants to be straighter. He certainly doesn't want to shoot this back like a blind pocket shot,
Yeah.
for sure. But anywhere,
I was just
to
going to
center
say,
table,
can
he's
he
good.
go 2 rails above the 5 and kind of punch and kick that 3 a little bit?
He may opt to go in between the 3 and 5 and just play the 3 in the side or something like that. He's got the angle, but I mean, that would be dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, we got the rub on the 5. He didn't want it.
Yeah. I think he's still okay to go to the other corner, though, but he's going to hide here behind the 5. At least I would. I'd be
Either
punching
the
that.
5 or the 4.
Yeah, I mean,
You could get ultra aggressive, play the bank on the 3 and still draw. Right? It's a weighted shot.
Yeah, but if he draws past the 4.
Just where see where he just crossed over his playing shaft there, just above the side pocket on the rail.
Yep.
Play the bank on the 3, and draw to that exact spot. You got the 4 then to the right-hand side pocket and cover.
Yeah, see, this is how I would have played it too.
Nope, didn't get there.
He didn't get there, but if he freezes to the back of that 5, it is almost unhittable.
And Stephen Holem now 8-1 over Larry Wolper.
Yeah, he's just in beast
And at the
mode.
table, runnable table, I would suspect that this will be a 9-1 win for Holem over Mr. Larry Wolper.
And I'll tell you right now, Larry's not used to getting beat by those margins.
No. And, well, listen, Larry's been playing some great pool.
Yeah. And it's scary
As he
that
always
he's,
does,
yeah.
right? Larry's always in the mix.
And it's scary that he's not even really playing.
No, he doesn't play 9-foots. He's down in Medicine Hat. There are no 9-foots.
They have a couple of good little tournaments I've been to down in Medicine Hat. At a 580 that Rob Dayton and I went to once. We had a blast at.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The tournaments are great there.
It would be Kenji's room that hosts those. I can never remember what it's called, but Kenji Witz. And my favorite part about the venue.
Oh, my goodness. He's
is-
okay.
Yeah, he's good. He drew out enough. Yeah, my favorite part of the venue was our hotel room front door was about 62 paces to the front door of the venue. It was awesome.
Well, that's certainly a staggering distance.
It was beautiful. Look at this. Here we go. 8-2.
Yeah.
Joe back to the break.
Yeah, and I think at this point he's still relented. He's not going to give up, but he knows he can't make a mistake, and I think he's just whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, from
It
here.
won't be until he gets to maybe 8-5, 8-6, then he'll start to really get in that zone. But I think up until that point, it's hit and see what happens.
Yeah.
Right, one game at a time.
If you guys are just tuning in, watch this break.
Yeah, this should split out extremely well. He's got amazing control of the break.
See, that's
One ball got kicked a little, but look at this.
wide open again.
And I'm not going to say what he's
Nope.
that he should I'm just going to be quiet.
Yeah, we're not saying another word.
Whiskey Creek says Steve.
Oh, that's right. Whiskey Creek.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. Actually, Steve was the big winner in the $500 entry fund, wasn't he? Yeah.
I believe so.
I think Steve was down there for that tournament. So
I like the draw out 4-9.
yeah, just control the 4 ball here.
Yeah.
It is going to head towards the corner. So I like kind of just playing almost like a stop shot here.
I just like a pocket weight roll into the face of the 9.
Awesome.
Ooh, that is dangerous though.
Yeah, see,
He got to the left of the face,
yeah. I
which
think
held that cue ball or the 4 ball more towards the bottom side of the pocket.
he got away with it. That's
Yeah,
why
he sure did.
That's why I kind of like hitting the 4 ball a little thinner, play the stop shot and let the 4 go up towards the
Yeah.
corner. But
Yeah.
I'm not Joe Spence.
Nor am I. I'm not Joe. I'm not Ben. Oof. 5 ball climbed its way in that pocket.
Oh, bud, are we seeing it? Are we seeing it unfold?
Not yet.
I don't know.
Not yet. He doesn't quite have stock mode. I think he's still just taking this one at a time. I think until he gets to 8-5, maybe 8-6, then you'll see that click in his brain and he'll get in
Wait,
full
look at
stock
this.
mode.
Oh no, he's good. Just perfect.
Steve says, let's not talk about that. 8-3. At that point, we got to give a shout out to Nick. Nick's Q Innovations, based in Calgary, Alberta, 403-667-3173. He is the man for all your Q repair needs. Also has his own brake queue, jump queue. The guy is phenomenal. You do not have to be local if you want to utilize his service. You can send in your repair work. He'll get it all done for you and ship it on back to you.
You will not be disappointed with the quality of that man's work.
No,
I'll tell you right now.
I can tell you that. That's for sure.
And here we go again. The sledgehammer brake.
Looking to make either the 5 or the 9 ball into either one of those side pockets. Yeah, I had to clear the mechanism there.
Yeah,
Did a
there
little
was
stand up.
someone behind the table or something that we can't see. They're behind us, moving around.
Neither
Oh,
one.
didn't go in the side. He missed it.
Got the
but
2
got
though.
The 2.
And the 1 is dressed.
Well, here we go.
I don't think he's going to go quite stock mode yet.
Nope. But
One at a time.
if
That's
he-
all he's thinking right
Yeah.
now. One at a time.
all he has to do is just keep making that ball on the brake.
Look at this. The bank to the heart of the pocket, however, going to be a little bit hampered here with the 10 ball. 4 is a little bit tough to get into. So do you draw this, Ryan, into the face of the 8 ball? It's a very, very flirtatious shot. Brings in that side pocket,
Yeah, for
but
me,
he's, I think he's got the angle to do it. He may be a little thin. Can't quite tell.
for me, I like just carving this in. The 10 ball stops it, even if you jam the 10 ball in. So I like just going back and forth across the table here and not doing anything crazy. Because it should go underneath the 4 ball and miss it both ways. So
Then what's the plan with the 4? Play for the run out on the 4.
see, I would have. I don't know. I just.
Oh, I think you can play the 4 off the
he's okay.
7 or the 8. I think the 8's close enough. Can play the 4 off the 8 into that left side pocket, maybe even using the 9 ball to hold the cue ball for the 5. Touchy shot either way. Even if you use the 7 ball, right? And the only reason I like to use the 8 ball here is if you run that 4 off the 7 goes up and makes contact with the 5 and potentially puts that into a spot that you don't know where it's going.
Exactly. This is. You might see a little bit of some pinball action here, but I think
Oh, it looks like he's thinning the window. So he's going to play the 4 ball off the 8 and thin between the 7-9.
yeah, and just trying to come back up below the 9 ball.
Yeah, it's a matter of
How touchy is that shot?
extremely, because if you overhit this pace at all, the 9 is going to come and
Yeah, just destroy your dreams.
yeah.
Yeah, if he goes to the right side of that 9 ball anywhere up table, he is in hot water.
That 9 can definitely take away your lunch money.
Look at this. He went in with inside spin, too. And
Oh yeah, I suspected the inside spin, but I didn't think he'd use that much. But I think the thought in his head was do not get hooked by the 9
don't
ball.
get anywhere near the 9,
Yeah.
for sure. If he gets back in line on the 6 ball here,
Yeah, 2 rails out, he should be okay.
doesn't want to be hampered right between them. No, he is going to be
He
hampered by the
is
7. I'm telling you right now,
shooting from the top of the trees here.
if you owe Joe money, don't come down here right yet.
Yeah, no, stay away.
He is, like, he just is not getting a roll. I mean, he still should be able to manage this, but just punch this in with draw and try to get back in line on the 7.
It's a little bit tougher because he's on the left-hand side of the table being a right-handed shooter. This would be much easier if this was a mirror image and he was standing on the right.
Oh yeah, this would already be in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter Wood giving Nick a little love there. Says he loves
Oh,
his
yeah.
new jump break from Nick. Yeah,
I
they're
would tend
pretty
to
amazing.
agree. Nick makes a quality product without a doubt.
Wow. Perfect.
Yeah. Job well done. I don't know if I would say perfect, but job well done either way. I kind of like just floating underneath the 8 ball here.
That's really all you got, I think.
Yeah.
He wants to be straight as he can. There we go. So he can figure out whether he wants to draw back for the nine
Yeah, I
or-
think you're drawing back for the 9 and 10, same right-hand side pocket.
Yep.
Yeah, and even gets on the right side of the 9 just to follow through, and he lands on the right side of the 10 here. The
And this-
belief is starting.
Yep. And this is exactly what he needed to do. Freeze
Yep.
Ben out.
I agree.
And Ben's demeanor is changing again.
Yeah, really, really interesting. So if Joe gets up and breaks and runs this, he'll now be at that 8-5, at 8-6. Now he's going to hunt you. He's hunting for the win.
I wonder if it's happening on the other table too, because
I see Larry there, 8-2.
8-2, and is he? No, it's 8-3. He's
Oh,
just
8-3.
tracking and moving his score. Dun, 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 dun.
Right?
Is it going to happen all the way around the room?
Could we see Mission Impossible twice?
Yeah, and John Savoy was up 4-2 on
Sean McKay.
Sean McKay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And now he is down 5-4, so Sean's making the comeback.
Look at the pop on that cue ball. Look at
3,
this.
4. What? How many are going to go? He wants that 4 ball up. He
Only
wants the 4
problem
ball up.
is
Wow. No love. 4 balls off the break, and the 4 is just. If the 4 went 1 more inch,
one more revolution
8-5.
around the ball. Yeah.
just needed a Cuban 4 ball there. 1 more revolution.
That's it. So where do you push to? Just before the 8 on the right-hand side, in line with? Right here?
Yeah. Wow.
Right? You're going to let him see it, but I think out of all the safety potentials that are there, with a push,
Well, he's got to be thinking in the back of his mind too. Is he doesn't want to leave Ben even a hair of this ball. I mean, Ben is such a good one pocket player. He knows every bank shot on the table.
yeah. Well, are you going to hit and stick this twice? Right?
Jeez.
I don't know if you can see the full 4 though.
I don't even know if you can twist this through the gap of the 8 and 10 to kind of play that 2-way.
Yeah, I thought just hit into the 4 and send it across as bank it and use the 7. Stick the cue ball right there where the 4 is. But the weight's got to be just perfect.
Yeah, he's going to look at every option at this point.
Well, he just had these gentlemen decide to walk through at that exact moment. of
Yeah, that's one thing that you can't buy at Leather Pockets, common sense.
Yes. Although I will defend him in the good
See?
separating safety.
That's the shot
really
I liked. I wasn't
good.
sure if he could twist that through there or
Yeah,
not.
really good separating safety. I will say if you're just the average everyday pool player that doesn't play league, just comes to bang balls with friends, you don't understand the
Yeah,
pool
you-
got
Yeah, don't walk in front of the only camera in the room.
right. I mean, okay, well, now that you say it that way, I mean, common sense isn't not as common as what we'd like it to be. Right? Common sense would suggest.
Yeah, why is it
if-
common sense not so common?
Right? It is very uncommon. It is very poorly named.
And why isn't phonetics spelt like it sounds?
Yeah. Oh, buddy, we could go down that rabbit hole for days.
Everyone loves those.
Right? How come subtoll is spelled the way that it is?
Oh, here we go. Ben's going to the air. Full jump. Full
Of course.
break cue
Full.
again.
Yeah. And look, just
Effort.
how the heck does he do it? And he's going to get full reward.
No, he is not.
No.
The table's going to keep rolling. Uh-oh.
Man,
Ben looks
alive
so-
does that guy jump well. God.
I don't know how he does it.
No. Do you know how many jumps I attempted this week from yesterday alone? And I think I might have hit one.
Right. And I'm certainly not doing it with my brake cue.
No.
He just makes it look so effortless.
Yeah.
And
And I mean, he's 5 foot. He's 5 foot
Yeah.
jumping full cue.
Oh, Joe horn and stayed out.
Well,
Because he tried to draw it back, the 2 rails.
the good news is there's really not a lot there for Ben.
Well, that 4-ball cuts right into the corner. And
It does, but you're being very flirtatious with that side pocket.
Yeah, he's just going to carve that down and go twice across. And
Of course, what do I know, right?
He's on the rail, though.
Oh, yeah.
That just made this shot. Yeah, he's not loving this.
He may send this downtown,
I
down to the bottom rail.
He's calling it in the corner, but he'll be playing this as a 2-way, that's for sure.
Yeah, 5-ball down, bottom right-hand pocket.
And the nice thing about the 2-way is where he's going to hide behind the 8 and 10. That's to get on the 6-ball is right there. So
I think he's got full intentions of pocketing this 5-ball, bottom right-hand corner
100%.
for shape on the 6.
But if this happens, he gets second prize.
He does
did
get
not.
second place.
He did not. By the look of his body language,
Well, I think he got there.
he is upset.
He may have got there. And he knows. Listen, I'm on the hill, but my opponent is Joe Spence.
Yeah.
I got to put it away while it's put awayable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's going to have to go to the short stick. I figured. I think he's just.
If he's hooked, it's by a nose hair.
Yep.
Because he's just looking to half swerve here.
Common sense. There's another poorly named phrase. Yeah, Joe doesn't like it. The distance on the jump is I think where he doesn't like this.
Yeah, because you got to hit it so hard to clear that 8-ball. That's going to be hopping by the time it gets to the 5.
Yeah, and it's really simple to send that off the table. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's gone too far.
overhit it. He's overhit it. Ben's going to spear the eyes off of that 5-ball. Or I would suspect
Yeah,
he
he's
could spear the eyes off. And I would tend to think that if Ben misses this and Joe gets a look and Joe wins this game,
that's
Ben's going to be doubting himself.
Yeah, and that's where you said that the tables would turn is at 8-5.
Yep.
You'll start to see Joe's
stock.
stock. Yeah. But
Does he roll too far? He's going to be on the 50-yard line.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, dead on the
See,
50-yard line.
I don't like to see when Ben starts talking to himself and moving his hat around, and just stay in the game, bud. Don't want to get frustrated at this point. Like you said yesterday all day, just take what the table tells you to take.
That's it. And I think the back cut to the side pocket makes the most sense because even if you miss, 7 may come in as a helper.
That's it. He wants that to go, And he's
Oh,
there.
he's perfect.
Perfect.
He's good. 7 into that same pocket off that side rail, a touch of right-hand spin. Come out just about mid-table for the 8-ball. And call this one a done deal.
I think so. So you didn't get your bagel, but
Oh my lord, he drew that. What a brave shot. Joe stands up and says, "That is good, sir."
yeah, he's
Wow.
gonna have another look at
Yeah, he wants to see, what if I could I have made the jump on this shot?
Let's just see.
And I kind of thought the right shot on here, if you're going to play safe, is to go underneath and kick it up
always love
table.
the kick. I hope he doesn't make this because he's going to be mad.
I
There you
miscued.
go. Yeah. So,
Wow, what a match by
Great
Ben
match.
Francis. Unreal. Really, really great shooting, guys. We will have another match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. It will be a B-side match. They are in the progress right now at 5-4, so a few games left to go. We'll probably be back 15 minutes or so. And we'll be back with a B-side match for you.
and that'll be a great match as well.
Yeah, don't go far, though. On behalf of myself, Ryan Murray, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, thank you for tuning in. We much appreciate it. We shall be back with the next match in but a few moments. Thanks, guys.